threat of a government shutdown is looming over the United States.
An outbreak of West Nile virus puts Denton County at risk.
3 astronauts returned to Earth from the International Space Station.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Isabella Davis.
And I'm Faith Webster. The potential threat of a government shutdown is once again looming over the United States. Last week, a 6-month funding extension failed to pass through the House of Representatives, but House Speaker Mike Johnson has a plan to prevent the shutdown. On Sunday, he released a plan that would fund the government until December 20th. It's a limited continuing resolution, or CR, and will provide funding for the next 3 months. And it includes more funding for the Secret Service.
Appalachee High School opens the doors today. This comes less than 3 weeks after a gunman killed 4 people at the Georgia school. Today is open house, where students can create art and meet with counselors before classes resume tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, the school will have a larger law enforcement presence, as well as more counselors and therapy dogs. The area of where the shooting occurred will be closed for the remainder of the school year.
Today's just feels like the best day. I woke up this morning and I wasn't scorched by the Texas heat.
Well, Faith, I was soaked instead of scorched, so hopefully our weather anchor Avery Callens can tell us what to expect for the rest of the day. Avery.
Thanks, guys. Well, as you can tell by my hair, the temperatures may be down, but humidity is up. Today, it feels like 71 degrees, and it kind of feels like that as well, and wind speeds are 5 miles per hour, which is pretty much nothing. Now, looking on to tonight's forecast, it's going to be 77 degrees outside, but it's going to feel like 80, probably because of the same humidity that attacked me this morning. Now, moving on to tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be pretty much the same situation, but we will have less humidity because we're dealing with a less cloudier situation. The sun is going to be out and shining. The actual temperature is going to be 80, but that sun will turn it up just a bit to 83, and wind speeds will be 4 miles per hour, so not much going on there. That's all I have for first look. Back to you guys at the desk.
1 person was killed and 6 injured in Israeli airstrike on Lebanon's Bekaa Valley this morning. The Israeli military said it struck 150 targets in extensive airstrikes on Hezbollah in Lebanon. It also urged civilians to leave areas where the Iran-backed group operates in the country. Warning that more airstrikes will happen soon, earlier Lebanon's state-run national news agency reported that a shepherd was killed and 2 of his family members injured in the strikes.
When we come back, we'll give you the update on the viral outbreak in Denton County.
And 3 astronauts returned to Earth after a long journey.
And don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Lake Louisville has reported their third drowning within a week. Louisville firefighters recovered the first body on Saturday afternoon after responding to a drowning call. As the weekend continued on Friday afternoon and one later in the evening, 2 more bodies were recovered, both seen going under the surface of water and never resurfacing. Statements from the county have not been made, but more following these drownings are to come, and our hearts are with the loved ones of the lost this weekend.
This week in Denton County, 7 more cases of West Nile virus have been reported. The total is now 10 in Denton County. Denton County has now reached a risk level 4 public health warning, meaning the probability of a human outbreak is much higher. Denton County Public Health Director Matt Richardson says it's the worst since 2016. Despite summer ending, Richardson says mosquito season and risk of contracting West Nile is still very high. However, the Carrollton Animal Services will begin to set several mosquito traps in order to slow down the spread.
Well, the rain today makes me feel like fall weather might be finally here to stay, and I can bring out my sweaters.
I hope so. That means I can start setting up pumpkin and fall decor galore.
Well, I don't know about all that. Our weather anchor, Avery Kalins, hopefully can tell us some good news. Avery?
Thanks, guys. Well, with all of these diseases flying around, you won't really have to worry about catching a cold anytime soon. Across North Texas, you can see Denton is at 70, which is a nice middle temperature. If you go over to Decatur, Bowie, and Graham, it's going to be a little lower over there. Same thing in Sherman and McKinney are going to be about the same right there. And then finally, it's going to be a bit warmer in Paris and in Sulphur Springs. So we are going to go ahead and move on across the state. As you can see, down south, it is pretty hot still. Houston is 88 degrees and Austin is at 86 degrees, again, because of that crazy humidity that's been hitting us lately. Denton is going to be at 70. Oklahoma City is going to be at 60. Abilene at 62 and Amarillo at 62, so a bit cooler up here. Now we're going to move on to our 7-day forecast. As you can see, on Monday, we do have a high of 78 and a low of 62, and it is going to be cloudy today, but we shouldn't see any more rain. Tuesday, it's going to be sunny. Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy again. It's going to warm up a bit again with a high of 89 and 86 on those 2 days. It's going to cool down a bit with a high of 84, but still kind of staying in that warmer area. We're going to have cloudier days on Friday and Saturday, and then finally on Sunday, it's going to be back up to where it was around Tuesday, Wednesday with a high of 86 and a low of 63. That's all I have for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Avery. A company known for its adult party game is suing SpaceX founder Elon Musk. Cards Against Humanity bought land in Brownsville, Texas, near the U.S. and Mexican border in 2017. To protect the area from the government, possibly building a border wall there. And it is accusing Musk of allowing his SpaceX employees to trespass and damage the land. The lawsuit says contractors recently removed some of the greenery and the property and placed gravel over the soil to make the space available for SpaceX vehicles to park and work. The company is being sued, or is suing Musk for $15 million.
A NASA astronaut and 2 record-setting Russian cosmonauts returned to Earth this morning. Spanning 184 days in space, NASA astronaut Tracy C. Dyson's mission includes covering 2,944 orbits of the Earth and a journey of 78 million miles. Russian cosmonauts Niko Lachub and Oleg Koneko, who launched with O'Hara to the station on the Soyuz MS-24 spacecraft last September, returned 374 days in space and a trip of 158.6 million miles. Hey, did you hear about North Texas Giving Day?
Yes, I did. I wonder how much money they were able to raise this year. Let's take it over to our segment anchor, Emily Gonzalez, and find out.
Faith, North Texas Giving Day was this past week and was a huge success. They surpassed their goal and raised a total of $68.3 million. They were able to help over 3,000 local nonprofits and make an impactful difference. Nathaniel Lowe, the Texas Rangers first baseman and North Texas Giving Day ambassador, led an all-star roster of players to drive donations for local nonprofits. The nonprofit has raised over $634 million over 16 years. This makes me wonder what the community will raise next year. That's all I have for you today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Emily. Coming up, we will take a look into how we have a giving day for the environment every day.
And UNT went all out this year's Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. Stay with us.
Is the mic better?
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounced checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to
Have you ever wondered what happens to your clothes after you donate?
Then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh?
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and is hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
Have you ever wondered what happens to your clothes after you donate them?
I certainly have. The University of North Texas is hosting a 3-day sort-a-thon, and we've got our reporter Chloe Marshall at the event. Chloe?
Thanks, guys. I'm thrilled to be here at the UNT Sortathon. This exciting 3-day event kicks off today. The city of Denton is inviting volunteers to a zero waste initiative to sort through this Tuesday and Wednesday, to sort through 1,200 pounds of clothing collected during the UNT Move Out Week. Volunteers can join for 2 shifts each, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Participants will sort through donations, refuse and recycling while enjoying music and building connections. This event also allows students to earn volunteerism hours towards the UNT volunteerism corps. Volunteers can join for 2 shifts each, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Participants will sort through donations, refuse and recycling while enjoying music and building connections. This event also allows students to earn volunteerism hours towards the UNT volunteerism corps. Volunteer sign up is on Denton City website to help tackle this textile waste problem. That's all I have for you today. Back to you at the desk.
What month is it?
September?
Yes, but it's also National Hispanic Heritage Month, and our student organizations have some really exciting events coming up. Let's kick it over to our segment anchor, Kendall Keaton, to get the details. Kendall?
Yep, that's right. The UPC and the CBE kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month here on campus this past week, and it was a very special event. National Hispanic Heritage Month is off to an exciting start here at the University of North Texas. The celebration officially began on September 15th, and over the next 30 days, UNT will honor the achievements, traditions, and rich cultural diversity of individuals with roots in Hispanic and Latin American countries. University Program Council, in collaboration with the Center of Belonging and Engagement, kicked things off in a spectacular style with a vibrant carnival celebration, bringing together flavor, color, and culture to set the tone for this special month of recognition.
Carnival is a tradition here at UNT. It is a partnership that we do with UPC every year, and we wanted to do something big, something grand, something to really kick off the Heritage Month, and there's no better way to do that than here in Library Mall. People who maybe not even know about the event see it and hear it and then jump in and participate, so it's a great way to get people involved. So we wanted to do something that got people excited about the Heritage Month coming up, and I think it really helps set up the upcoming programs that we have for Hispanic Heritage Month that aren't as large scale and aren't as grand as this, so I thought it was a perfect kickoff.
This event was all about celebrating the rich and diverse traditions of Hispanic culture with delicious paletas and the captivating art of folklorico dance. All the elements really brought the Hispanic culture to life. Students from all backgrounds have come to experience this cultural celebration, enjoying the flavors and sounds of Carnival.
The Carnival was a fantastic event, and I think it reminds us we have a huge presence of Latinos on campus. And these events remind us that it's not just about the Latino community, but it's what the Latino community offers to the rest of the student body. You know, here in the audience, people dancing were from all groups, and so it's not just something that particularly helps one group, it's something that I think it's a celebration of our humanity altogether. And so I think in having this sort of event, it highlights why diversity matters. It's not just to help one particular group, it's to help us all understand each other better. So I love that they did this.
As Hispanic Heritage Month continues, events like Carnival creates opportunities for cultural exchange, unity, and celebration. There are many more to come. The Center of Belonging and Engagement and other student orgs will be hosting many more events on campus all month long. Don't worry if you missed out on Carnival, because there are many more orgs that will be on campus hosting events just like it. For more information, be sure to check out the UNT student calendar online. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kendall. I can't wait for the next event. Well, it was a good weekend to be a UNT Mean Green fan.
That's right, Isabella. The stadium was packed this weekend with parents and students cheering on the Mean Green. Matthew, how did the Mean Green fare this weekend?
Thanks, guys. Y'all right. It was a great weekend for UNT. The stadium was packed, and man, right after this break, we'll get to UNT big win and the Cowboys' disappointing loss.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell, and I'm joining you here today in the Union Parking Garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my God, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my God.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it. You're right, Mom. I have.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. By going online, you can book up to an hour of reserved space in one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time.
UNT's football team got back to their Week 1 form as they put a beating on Wyoming Saturday. Everything was clicking on offense, and the defense was solid. Quarterback Chandler Morris threw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kansas State transfer Shane Porter had a breakout game, rushing the ball 13 times and accumulating 120 yards. The defense shut out Wyoming in the second half, putting this game away. Running back Mackenzie McGill becomes the first freshman to have 3 rushing touchdowns in a game since Jamario Thomas against ULM in 2004. UNT starts conference play next week against Tulsa. The Mean Green are currently 6.5-point favorites over the Hurricanes, and UNT's defense will have to stop Tulsa's run game, as they have 3 backs with over 130 yards just 4 games into the season, and standout receiver Camden Benjamin. The Cowboys are going to have to go back to the drawing board after Sunday's game, where they lost 28-5 to the Baltimore Ravens. The Cowboys are now 1-2, with their only win coming against a team who just lost to the Giants last week in the Cleveland Browns. Although just based off the score, it sounds like a close, hard-fought game. It really wasn't. After the first half, the Cowboys were down 21-6, and after 3 quarters, they were down 28-6. Even though the score was close, everything in the fourth quarter was purely cosmetic. The Cowboys were able to score 19 points, all from quarterback Dak Prescott, with 2 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground. The Cowboys' defense really wasn't much better, allowing 274 rushing yards and 7.6 yards per play, as well as not having a single sack and not forcing a single turnover over the course of the game. The Cowboys are going to look to bounce back against a division rival in the New York Giants. The Giants have gained some traction over the past week after starting 0-2 with great performances from rookie receiver Malik Neighbors and running back Devin Singletary. That game will be on Thursday night at 7:15. Now on to the WNBA. Rookie first overall pick Caitlin Clark unanimously won the AP Rookie of the Year award as she led all rookies in scoring, field goals made, 3-pointers made, assists, steals per game, and minutes per game, as well as leading the entire league in assists. Not only being named Rookie of the Year, she also was named First Team WNBA and took the Indiana Fever, who had the #1 draft pick last year, to the playoffs, where they trailed the series 1-0 to the Connecticut Sun. Now on to some more positive news. The Dallas Stars played their first preseason game Saturday against the St. Louis Blues and beat them in a low-scoring affair 2-1. Prospects Maverick Bork and Leon Bixel had impressive first games, as well as newcomers Matt Dumba and Colin Blackwell. Stars fans are going to have to get familiar with these names soon, especially Maverick Bork. He was the Stars' first-round draft pick in 2020. The casual fan probably doesn't know this guy, but he's been lighting it up lately. He led the AHL in points, was first-team All-Star, and won the Lee Cunningham Award last season, which is awarded to the AHL MVP. Leon Bixel was the Stars' 2022 first-round draft pick, who stands 6'6", 234. He showed off his physicality and how much he matured as a defenseman, and notching assists in one of the two Stars' goals.
Thanks, Matthew. Have you heard of the newest social media star? Meet Pesto, the king penguin. At just 9 months old and 50 pounds, he's already bigger than his parents at the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium in Australia. Penguin keeper Michaela Small says, "I think he's always going to be a big boy. And once he fledges, he will shrink and slim down a little, but he's already significantly taller than his dad." That is one big boy.
I know. And he is so cute.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.